Hey there, CPO here, and I just did the front differential fluid change. So since I already gave you a fairly comprehensive video on the rear differential, I just wanted to show you the gotchas or the things I noticed that were different on the front. Now I have a Dynatrack ProRock 44 front, and so the process is absolutely the same as what I showed you in the rear. So long story short, here's the differences. First of all, that little 12.5/16 inch socket that I had before didn't work in the front. If you look right there, that bottom one between those two fins, I won't even call them fins, they're ribs. They're thick and they're close together. My regular socket wouldn't actually even fit in there. I know, crazy. So I ended up having to find a different one. So this is a Craftsman 5/16 12 point deep socket. It's a 1/4 inch drive, but I have a little adapter here for 3/8 so that it'll fit my torque wrench or my little impact driver. But that's what I needed to do to get it to fit inside that little tiny slot. If you run into a bind, actually here, before you run into a bind, make sure you have a nice little skinny socket. I found it at Sears, so save yourself the trouble, go to Sears, get one of those, or buy it online in advance. But I didn't have one, so I'm like, oh, well, I'll go find one locally. Sears is the only place I could find that had anything. What else? Everything else is about the same. It has the same weep hole that the rear did. It's just right there. The tie rod is kind of in the way, but it's right at the top of that tie rod right there to the right of the C, a little bit below. That is the weep hole, and basically you fill out of there until oil comes out of there, and it worked like a charm. Actually took a little bit less oil than I expected. You know, coming from the backside, which was, you know, 2 full quarts, this was about 1 1/4. Actually, I think I put a little bit less in than I was expecting. Just make sure that you're on a flat, level surface. Otherwise, if everything is tilted one direction or the other, you will get a different result if you're filling to the weep hole. So think about that, get flat and level. That way that hole is aligned with where they want it to be for fluids. Anyway, that's it. Oh, one more trick. Because I believe sharing is caring, here's a little tip for you. Basically, I've got this little pump in the top of my oil container, and when I'm done filling up the diff, I've got a little bit of fluid in this line. So what I do is I just keep another little separate, was an empty container, now it's sort of an overflow catch container that will keep me from wasting fluid. And basically I'm just letting that gravity feed down into that, and when that hose is empty, I will not have made a mess with the one that's still got a lot of fluid in it, and then I'll just continue to add this one, and it'll be sort of a top-off bottle after a while. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.